All right, people, let's try this again. Um, I'm pretty sure the roads are more forgiving at this point. What I'm kind of looking at is, will it even make it out of the driveway? Okay. All right. Yeesh. All right, so it's stopping for some reason. We still got the notification down there saying poor weather is detected. So Sherlock Holmes is investigating. But the streets should be way better now. As you can see, there's really nothing on the roads. The snow has either been pushed off by people driving on it or plowed or salted. Nobody's coming, so it is good to go. But it is going to try to creep out into the middle of the street, and it's still creeping, and it can go. So I don't like that. That was pretty stupid. I do have it in chill. I probably could take it out of chill. For some reason, it's going real slow down this side street. So hopefully that's not the case once we get on the regular street, because we were just on the freeway and this thing was acting like there was no snow on the ground. Alright, so it goes. So I see why I creeped out.
500 feet, turn right onto Ford Road.
I see why I creeped out on the first one, but I don't see why it kept creeping when it could have. It had a clear view of what was coming from both sides.
Now turn right onto Ford Road.
I don't know if chill in sport matters when you're doing full self-driving, but I'm really not sure. Alright, so now I can go. And it took it a little bit. It took it a little minute, but it still went. So I guess not, because that doesn't feel like a chill. So as we can all see, the streets are like clear pretty much. Wasn't the case this morning, but that was pretty fun. I did a colon cleansing on myself then, because that shit was hella fucking scary. I didn't want to be on the side of the road or have any accidents, because this car doesn't, even though the message says it down there, I didn't want it to be a thing where, I have a oopsie. It's slowing down for the intersection. Yeah, so it slowed down. It slowed down for the yellow light, but then kept going through it. It slowed down like it was going to stop, but then it kept going. I still have it at auto, so now we're doing 40 for some reason. Still not even 40, 39, 40 now. So yeah, it can get up. We got this car, both of these cars that took initiative. The car didn't slow down, which was good. The car is really random at when it wants to slow down and when it doesn't want to. We got another car taking initiative, a very slow initiative. Really, really slow initiative. And the car acted pretty, wow, truck. Nice driving. So the car, it did a nice little slowdown, and it at least it's doing the speed limit now. Did a nice little slowdown, and it waited for the car to get a certain distance ahead before it, you know, it started accelerating again. Got this red light up here. So the freeway should be good too. I would have loved to have let that drive when the snow was fresh and still falling and people were reporting hundreds of accidents. I mean, it was accidents all over. All over. I would have loved to have had this thing to keep driving. But anxiety was building up, fear was building up, and the feces in my underwear was like a fondue fountain. You know, it just kept coming out. All right, so are we gonna follow this car? Now I do have it in chill. It's on chill.
1,000 feet. Take the Interstate 275 north.
So why does it wait to get over? It needs to be getting over. Yeah, get over. It keeps doing that. It keeps, like, it put the turn signal on, and then it act like it's going to get into the lane, but then it gets back into its own lane.
275 north ramp on the right.
We got this tow truck. I guess this tow truck is trying to, this tow truck wants to go, but my car is saying no. It's saying no, we're not going to go. So we're taking a different route this time, which I'm not opposed to, right? Because it will be more city streets and less freeway. So we shall see. Temperatures are still low, but I'm pretty sure they have salted, and, you know, of course the freeways look pretty good. They look nice, they look decent. So we'll see what the car does. Let me do this. All right, so we got this little speed up, but it's still waiting to merge. This is what I hate right here. To me, that's very fucking stupid. Why are you waiting to merge? You know you're getting onto the freeway. You have the map data. You can clearly see that this lane is ending. What you need to do is get over as soon as you can to get onto the freeway. This thing still has trouble merging on the freeways. I wouldn't call that trouble because it merged like it's supposed to. But if you have an opening, just get the fuck over. Get on the freeway. Do it. No, we got people here that will literally follow you on the side of you. Follow you all the way until the zipper point where you're supposed to be getting over. They will follow you the whole way there. You know what? We are taking the same route. So this saying 14. Okay. So I don't know why we're following behind this car at this speed. I'm surprised. Maybe because I got it on chill. Yeah, maybe it is because it's on chill. So let me set it to assertive, since the streets are pretty good. The streets are, you know, and let me take it out of chill. And maybe that'll do something, but if not, then oh well. Now, as you can see, maybe this person is. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's good. So this. All right, that was fine. That was fine. So now we're accelerating. I don't know why I stayed behind that car. Normally it wouldn't do that. Let's see what it does for this car getting on. So okay, that was fine. It did like a sort of it did a nice brake. It wasn't hard, it wasn't harsh, but it did a nice brake. I guess thinking, okay, let me let this car on, but then I guess it realized, okay, that car is going a lot slower than I am, so it kept going. That's not what I would have done, but that was some pretty quick, witty thinking from the AI. Still in the slow lane. Let's see what it does up here, because it usually gives us trouble up here. Usually a lot of trouble with this. So let's see. Oh wow, okay. So that was so it made it over here. That was a pretty harsh. That was a pretty harsh lane change. First of all, it didn't use the turn signal. It did not use the turn signal. But I do like how it got over immediately, right? As soon as it saw the interest to get over, it got over. But it didn't have to do it that harsh. It was almost like it's a lane change. It was almost like a turn. Like it was turning, right? Like the G-force, the G's in the car, you felt it. You know, if I had a coffee in here, that coffee would have been spilled all over the center console and all that. But right here, it waits to get over. So we're going into this cloverleaf, and it has to slow down because of this car in front of us. And this car is doing the right thing, because it's not really icy, but it can be icy. It can be quite slippery on clover leaves like this. And you know, I've seen a lot of people do these and end up in that, you know, on the grass or on the side somewhere. Now I have to make an immediate left to, you know, get onto the freeway. Luckily, somebody's coming, but they had to get onto this freeway. So this thing is lucky. It got lucky this time. So we get onto the freeway and we like punched it. Yeah, let's go. We had that white car, but that's the last car entering onto the freeway. So that was fine. That was cool. I would have loved for this to happen when the snow was fresh. But I bitched out. I was straight pussy on that one. And I think it was for good reason. And you guys will see on this one, we're getting off on Sheldon and not Beck. And then once we get off, I'm interested to see what it does. Alright? It has 2 lanes to make a right turn. Normally this thing uses the right lane to make that right turn, but it can use the left lane to make a right turn and still be in the lane that it needs to in order to make the left turn. I know that all sounds confusing. You will see exactly what I'm talking about once we get there. Alright, so we're taking this. Let's see if he used the turn signal. Okay, he put the turn signal on. See? Normally, but it still does that. You may not see it on camera, but the feel of it, that feel was not human-like. Okay, it has to be to the right. It looked like it was towards the middle, but once we got to the lane dividers, it was to the right. So it's going to use the right lane. It's using the right lane, and we got a truck right there. So this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, because they're turning. We got another truck that's behind us that's about to turn. So this thing, oh, well, it's green now. So it does the turn. We have that truck behind us, but he's kind of far behind us, so that's fine. Now normally I use the lane to the left to do the right turn so we can be in this lane already. I guess the car hasn't figured that out yet. Wow. And when did you come to that conclusion? All right, so we got to make this left right here. Normally, it's real hesitant at this light, right? I know it's a blinking red. It's a blinking red light, but it's usually real hesitant. How many times you gonna tell me that though? See, it's doing this. I don't know if you guys see it on camera, but it's doing this little jerky. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go. Right after this white SUV, we should be good to go. That's after this SUV. So you can't go. You can go. You what the hell? What the fuck? It's gonna wait for the light to turn green, I guess. What the hell was that? This thing got Parkinson's or something? What the fuck? Oh man, all that time I could have been to work. All right, all right, so now we have a green arrow, and it's still being. Oh man! Then it does the turn extra hard, extra close. Wow! Wow! Fuck me! Let's see if it avoids the water. No, it's not. It's just gonna go drive right through it. Okay, that's fine. I needed that car wash, especially after all this salt being on the road. Now, one problem I used to have with could you shut the fuck up? One problem I used to have with FSD is once it got to this yield sign, right? It wouldn't stop. It wouldn't, even slow down to see if cars are coming. It would just go. It would literally get to the yield sign. I'm doing like 30. It would slow down to maybe 15, and then it would just turn. That was on 11. I want to see what it does on 12.3 because it should get to that intersection and stop. It should. So we shall see. They got all this heavy artillery for the snow out here, and it barely snowed, in my opinion. I think we got like 6 inches of snow. To me, that ain't shit. That's nothing. That's like that's a good day here in Michigan. I don't know why my windshield wipers are still going. Oh, okay. So nobody's coming from both ways, but it can't kind of see from the left. So from the left, it may have to creep out a little bit. Nobody's coming from the left. Nobody's coming from the right. It is a Friday, and everybody leaves from around here at around I forget what time, like 5 or something like that. Wow. Yeah. FSD owes me a new set of windshield wipers. So let's see what it does from here. This shouldn't be a problem. There's a 3-way stop up here. So I want to see exactly what it does at this 3-way stop. How far back from the stop sign that it stops. And I want to see where it pulls into too, because it is kind of confusing in here. Alright, so nobody's coming from what I can see. So the coast is clear. And bam, we're making the turn. Very slowly, very cautiously, but we're making it. Is it going to pull into where I need it to? Oh, okay. That's pretty great. Okay. All right. I mean, that was pretty cool, All in all, it was all right. It was good.
Now your destination is on the right.
That little jitteriness, the jitteriness at the turn light. There was a turn light. Oh, come on, man. There was a turn light, and it acted like it did not know what to do. It acted like it was just. But all in all, a good drive. But yeah, I would say still not 12.3 territory, in my opinion. No such thing as 12.3 territory. I still need to see improvements. I still need to see the work. I didn't disengage, which was cool, but I still need to see it. At least this ride was better than that first one. So I'm about to go in. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.